Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Slay.
Slay, as Nadine says.
Oh, yes. And by the way, greetings to one of my bros. He told me as a feedback he doesn't like my slays. Well, whatever.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
he was, yeah, whatever. What a strange start into a podcast. So, yeah, today is also very beautiful weather. It's also cold. So, Sarah and me are a bit sick.
Yeah.
And but we are still here with you because today is the big day for Sarah. We're gonna introduce you who she is, and I'm very excited. And yeah, I hope you as well.
Yes, I'm so excited too. And we're going to share about my past, maybe my life, and every introduction that maybe.
Slay girl. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna start off with some questions. And I would like to, yeah, Sarah, that you introduce yourself and where you're from. Give us a little bit of background.
Yes, I'm so excited as well. So, yes, as you know, my name is Zahra. I'm originally Persian, so I'm from Iran. I used to be there as well for a long time, and then I came to Korea. Regarding my family, I'm the only child of family, which brings some
Oh,
benefits, some pros, and some cons as well.
so you got
So,
also maybe some stereotypes, so you don't
yeah.
have siblings.
That's right. So, on one hand, I really like it that when you're the only child, of course, everything at home is for
Mm-hmm.
you, all the attentions, the focus is on you. On the other hand, sometimes you feel that you need a sister or brother to be next to you, especially when you're facing some situations that you need to share something personal that you cannot share with your parents.
Got it, got it. Yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, really pros and cons, but I personally prefer having siblings.
S-
Yeah.
So you mean also it's a good part as you mentioned. It's like you enjoy it. You're the only one. You get full
Yes.
attention. But on the other hand, just to sum it up, on the
Yes.
other hand, it's kind of also a pressure to meet their expectations, the expectations of your parents.
This is also true because meeting their
Mm.
expectations, it's very difficult. And on the other hand, it's not only from like the only child
Mm.
fams that the child is like depending on the family too much. I think even the parents are depending on the child too much.
So it's the vice versa.
Exactly. For in my case, my dad actually tried to tell me that I should be an independent person.
Mm-hmm.
I try to study, work hard, and be a sociable person, and I should be a person who can handle all my challenges and difficulties in my life on my own. On the other hand, they were very depending on me, so it was like kind of contrast, that
Got it.
on one hand I was growing up and I was learning to be independent, and on the other hand they were really depending on me, that when I wanted to maybe travel, maybe
Mm-hmm.
live in another country, it was very difficult for them. So I can say this was one of the challenges in my life.
Nice, interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm actually impressed because that's a very interesting dynamic you grew up in.
Yes.
And as I know you, and has shaped you how you are, and that's why I love you, you have a sister in me,
Thank
of
you.
course. For me, another question, what's for interesting, and also for the people out there, the audience. So, what inspired you the most? Or who maybe inspired you the most?
It's a nice question, actually. I can say I like to answer to who inspired me the
Mm-hmm.
most. My first, answer, and something that always comes to my mind is my dad. He inspired me so much in my life. I can say since I was a child, so I spent so much time with him, maybe at home or maybe even he came home after work. So we talk about different topics. Kind of, I grew up in a way that I learned a lot of things from him, both regarding some skills or some life experiences, and sharing a lot of things with me. So I can say my dad was the one who really inspired me. And he's a kind of open minded person. I really like it
Mm-hmm.
in this way, that he never stopped me in my life. So whenever I was sharing with him that I have in mind to do something, or even I told you I don't have any siblings, like something very personal happened, I had a boyfriend or something like that, I like someone in my life, so I shared with my dad, and never he behaved in a way that why are you saying that, why are you thinking in this way. Always he listened, calmly and very carefully, and then we
Mhm.
try to analyze everything together. I liked it in this way. So I've learned a lot of things from him, and he's the one who inspired me to continue whenever I face challenges, to continue my education, not to give up, and I really appreciate him.
That's so sweet. Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Guys, I
love
can
him.
I
I love
can
him.
really see her face, how she's like glowing. I love that. Oh my god, that's such a nice bond you have
Yeah,
with your
he's
father.
he's an amazing person, a really amazing person.
So cool. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. Really happy. I can really feel it in my heart. That's so cute.
Thank you.
So cute. So you mentioned you lived in Iran and then you came to Korea. Is there anything else you lived outside of Iran or any other foreign experience, other countries?
Yes, actually, yeah, I had the experience of living in other countries, but I can say for most of my life I was in Iran. So,
Okay, got it.
yes, so that's why I prefer to say I lived in Iran for a long time. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I've gained a lot of experiences there. Maybe in another episode I can share about how's living in Iran, because as I see people around, sometimes they ask me, they're wondering how's living in Iran, how's the country,
Mhm.
regarding
Mhm. Yeah.
religious, political, and even social issues that we see in media these days. So maybe in another episode I can share lots of things about there.
Girl, it's not only
Yeah.
maybe, slay, it will be
Definitely, yeah, so I will
definitely,
share, yeah, exactly.
definitely. So, so which is your hometown in Iran?
I like to my hometown, you mean the city that
Yes, the
yeah,
city, the
so it's
city.
Shiraz.
Shiraz,
Shiraz, yeah.
nice.
It's one of the good cities over there, and you can see like it's a historical one, some monuments related to 1,000 years ago. So it's a very nice city.
And my beautiful people, if you don't know where Shiraz is, I also needed to Google honestly, but it's south of Iran.
Almost, yeah.
Almost, yeah. So just to give you a hint, I think it's valuable because I'm also a very visual person. That's why I needed to Google it. Google Maps on the world. Where is it? And last but not least, my last question for you, Sarah, is what was for you the biggest challenge while growing up? And you said a bit of, you teased a bit what your challenge was with your parents' dynamic.
Yes.
But is there something specific what you were saying, like, wow, and it really brought you the growth of life?
Yeah. So I can say one of the biggest challenges in my life was saying no to people.
Got
So
it.
I would
Mm-hmm.
always feel bad when I wanted to say no to people. So I tried very hard. Okay, as a child, let me now I'm opening up everything.
That's what
I'm
we
sorry
want.
talking. As a child, I was really shy. So even I wasn't a sociable person. And then at the age of about 10, it is so interesting, but I read a lot of books, and I will mention about reading books as well later. So I was thinking that no, I shouldn't be like that in society. I need to be more open, more active, and I need to really change my personality in a
Mm-hmm.
way that
Mm-hmm.
I can communicate and interact with people more actively. So I think one of the challenges as a child that I had was I decided not to be shy again and try to learn to be more sociable.
So basically, from introvert to extroverted a bit more.
Exactly, exactly. Because sometimes it was even hard for me to play with kids, and I was the
Mm,
only child,
interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yes. Later on, I can say saying no to people was one of my biggest challenges. I think I'm doing great regarding that. Still, I have, sometimes, I cannot say no. However,
Uh-huh.
I'm getting much better. So, not in an impolite way. I try to be polite always, but saying no to the things that really doesn't serve me or maybe I
Yeah.
shouldn't do. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Wow.
yeah, exactly. And regarding reading books, I just remember that my dad has a library at home. There is a
Oh,
room
really?
full of books. Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, exactly. So this was the place that we spent most of the time. With my dad. I spent with my dad at home. So sometimes
Nice.
he read newspapers and I read the books, and sometimes vice versa. We talked about some books. So I read a lot of books in different topics during my life that I think enriched me so much.
Oh,
Different, fields.
that's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
cool. I can imagine already the energy between you two. He's reading a newspaper, you reading the books. That's so nice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also that you discovered this. I have a challenge to say no, and
Yes.
how you tried from being an introvert, trying to be more an extrovert. That's very impressive.
Yes.
And of course, that's me now going to tease. This is going to be like in the next episodes where Sarah is gonna tell her more how she overcome it and how she moved it from introvert to
Yes.
extrovert.
Yes, I'm really excited to share with people.
And yeah, I'm happy. Thank you so
Same, of
much.
course.
That's
Thank
so
you.
cool.
Yeah, and thank you everyone for listening to us. If you have any question, please leave in comments.
Please,
Of course,
yes.
yeah, I am. I will be super happy to answer the questions related to my life. If you have any question about Iran, about how's life is, of course, I'm really eager to answer.
Of course, yes. As Sarah said, please let us know. Thank you so much for listening. Next week we're gonna start to talk about more Korea and the different topics within here. So stay tuned. We wish you all who's celebrating Merry Christmas and have a good holiday. And yeah,
Yes.
speak to you and listen to you, and we talk next week.
Awesome. Merry Christmas and enjoy.
Yes. And last but not least, slay.
Slay.
Bye.